All right, welcome all. I'd like to call the monthly meeting of January 18th of the City of Middletown Industrial Development Agency to order. First thing on the agenda today is the city clerk to swear in board members.
Everybody please stand. Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I do.
Do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will swear the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of member of the Industrial Development Agency
as a member of the Industrial Development Agency
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Everybody. Thank you.
As we get started, a roll call. Patty?
Andrew Brito. Here. Anthony Cantoli.
Here.
Joseph Stefano. Wayne Hawkins.
Here.
David Madden.
Here.
Also attending Maria Bruni, Patricia Racine, Kellyanne Kelly.
As we begin the reorganization of the IDA, we need a nomination for a chairperson for this year.
I'd like to nominate Dave Madden.
Second.
Oh, thank you. A roll, Patty?
Andrew Brito.
Yes.
Anthony Cantoli.
Yes.
Joseph Stefano.
Yes.
Wayne Hawkins.
Yes.
And Dave Madden.
Yes. We need a nomination for a vice chairperson.
I'd like to nominate Wayne Hawkins.
Oh, Wayne Hawkins, do we have a second?
Second.
Very good. A roll.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
Stefano.
Aye.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Madden.
Yes. A nomination and resolution to appoint officers as administrative director, treasurer, secretary, and counsel.
I would like to nominate the Administrative Director, Maria Bruni, the Treasurer, Kellyanne Kelly, and Secretary, Patricia Racine.
Second.
Very good.
Council, is there a separate resolution on council?
Oh, I'm sorry. Alex Smith for the council.
I'll second that.
Now second.
Roll.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
Stefano.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Madden.
Yes. We all had a chance to read and review the bylaws. I need a resolution to approve and adopt the bylaws.
So moved.
Seconded.
Very good. Any discussion? Roll.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
Stefano.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Madden.
Yes. We've all had a chance to review the mission statement. I need a resolution to approve and adopt the mission statement.
So moved.
Second.
A roll.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
Stefano.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Madden.
Yes. And we need a resolution to approve and adopt the policies, which we've also had an opportunity to review.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
Stefano.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Madden.
Yes. Moving on our agenda, I need an approval of the minutes from December 14th, 2021.
So moved. Second.
Very good. Any discussion? Roll.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
Stefano.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Madden.
Yes. There is no treasurer's report this afternoon. Moving on to bills and communications.
We have a bill from our legal counsel, Alex Smith, for services in the amount of $1,370. He's been doing general legal work and then also working on the Danza Lesser Group requests over the past couple months.
Is there any questions for Maria? I need a resolution to pay the legal services from Alex Smith.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
Stefano.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Madden.
Yes. Any unfinished business?
Mr. Chairman, we would like to continue discussion regarding the Danza Lesser Group requests regarding their sales tax exemption extension, which expired in May of 2021. As you guys are all aware, as the board is all aware, they requested the extension, and there was a memo sent to the ABO by Mr. Smith, and we did get a response from the ABO regarding to do some extensive financial review in order to move forward with this request. The timeframe we're looking at is, at this point, we felt the need to bring in our accounting services, RBT, as a consultant on this request because of how extensive this needs to be. So Mr. Smith has been, I was hoping he'd be here tonight to explain that he felt we didn't have to do a formal application, but some kind of financial analysis application, which we drafted something together. We would like to present to RBT. Tonight, what I'm going to ask is us to approve and accept RBT's engagement letter, which everybody had a chance to review. But thanks to Kelly today, she reached out because we met last week with Chairman Madden, and we felt there should have been a cap on the services because they gave us standard rates, hourly rates. So they added in there to estimate a cap of not to exceed $3,500. And if that would be the case, that'd be something that would have to come back to the board. So we feel this, having RBT consult and help us review these requests, we feel that it would be very helpful and needed. Also, I want to update you that in the meantime, back in December as well, we did get notified that two parcels under the Danza Lesser Group at the Horton Complex are being sold. So that also brought us back to the project agreement, and RBT would be analyzing how that's going to affect the project agreement as well. So there's couple things going on, the extension on sales tax, and now the sale of some real property, a few of those parcels that are part of the whole project agreement. And I think that's all, unless anybody has any questions or you want.
The original agreement was from 2013, is that correct?
Correct.
And the original agreement, which I think predates most of us on this board, allowed a sales tax exemption up to a certain amount.
Yes.
It had a maximum cap.
There is a maximum cap on the sales tax agreement.
Have they approached that cap at all, or are they well below it?
They're well below it.
So, okay.
So there is room in the cap. It's just under advice of council and the ABO that we need to do this analysis in order to properly set forth an extension, based on the analysis.
And that's also a bit of a hardship because the sales tax exemption had expired, and had they come to us prior to that expiration, it would be an easier process. Is that right?
Correct. They came to us way after the expiration.
Okay. Mr. DiStefano.
Is this 3,500 per application, say we get or is this to create a template of questions, or is this going to be strictly for the Danza Lesser application?
Well, this one is strictly for Danza Lesser Group and will be a model moving forward. Patty did put together a template that we worked on to send out to the Danza Lesser Group, which RBT is going to look over and see if we need to add additional questions or if we're missing something or misrepresenting anything on the question, so.
So I'm assuming these will be pass-through costs to Danza Lesser.
Correct.
So will the entire cost be, since we're creating a template for future applications, will we be passing those costs the total cost on the Danza Lesser, or will RBT give us an idea of what would be for the creation of the template and how much would be applied to this applicant?
Well, the template is already created. It's just going to be reviewed by them for the Danza Lesser project. So I don't know if that answers the question, but the template has already been put together.
So we put that together?
Yes.
All right.
Patty put it together.
So we're authorizing up to $3,500 for the review of that template.
Obviously, it'll be sent out to Danza Lesser. They're going to have to fill that all out, submit what we're going to be requesting of them, and then they will do the financial review and assessment.
Any other questions from the board? At this time, the board, there's no action that the board has to take, is that correct?
Only action, we're going to ask there is a resolution to approve the proposal
Okay.
and for me to sign the engagement letter.
Okay.
Is there any precedent for this? Has this ever happened anywhere, here before?
There's been sales tax exemption requests in the past, but they've come all within the timeline, This had expired, so. But we send out yearly information out to everybody that we have and collect data. But this is more, the ABO wants us to do more extensive than, based on this request.
Because they're late? Because they did it after it expired, or because they're of the sale?
Well, it's because of, after expired. The sale is something new that just came up about a month ago.
Okay.
We were just notified. That's something new.
And that's a separate issue from the sales tax exemption.
Correct.
So we're going to have these discussions, two separate discussions in the future.
Yes. So like, how is the sale of the real property, the parcels going to affect the project agreement? And that's also something that RBT will be consulting on.
Is there precedent for that? Where a project that we have has tried to sell off part of the property?
Not formally, no.
Okay.
Well, what's the importance of precedent for selling off the property? If it's going from a payment in lieu of taxes agreement to full taxation to another seller, wouldn't it be beneficial to us if it's not, if it doesn't impact the value of, well, there's no collateral because there's no loan on this, so I don't see any negative there. Does anyone see a negative part of allowing them to transfer some of the property out?
My question was just that, how would we handle it? How had we handled it before if it was something that come up, either of the situations? But no, I agree.
I don't recall any transfers. I know people come off of the IDA and go on for tax. That's the ultimate goal, is to get off of the pilot and into full taxation. But I think it's a little different because we don't have bonds on this. And I think if we had bonds issued here, then I think the collateral, that would be part of the collateral for the bondholder. But this is a little different because there is no bond issuance. But all I could see is a benefit to removing it from the payment in lieu of taxes and going to the private sector to full taxation. But Maria, do you have any input on that, or?
Well, I just want to make it clear because the parcels that they've presented are they're both vacant parcels. Because this particular project, I believe, had how many parcels? 21 parcels. So 2 of those are the ones at this point that they're looking to sell. This is why it's important, because the project agreement does mention the sale of real property. So that's why I think it's important to bring on board RBT. And our council has to take a hard look at this based on our project agreement.
Any other questions? Okay. New business. Do you go through it or do I?
What's that?
You go through them, or do I?
No, you do.
I do.
Toward the front.
Do I have to read through the resolution? That is toward the back.
No, you could just, you could read through.
Okay. All right, in our new business, we have a resolution, number 2022-5, whereas due to the retirement of the agency treasurer, John Numchuck, a new treasurer has been appointed, and said treasurer. Whereas the new treasurer, Kelly Ann Kelly, is required to sign checks and carry out other duties as stipulated by the agency bylaws. Be it resolved that Kelly Ann Kelly shall be a signatory on all agency bank accounts. Be it further resolved that a secondary signature required by the agency bylaws shall be the chairman, David Madden, and in the absence of the chairman or treasurer, the vice chairman, Wayne Hawkins. I need a,
So moved.
thank you, a second? Second. Any discussion? A roll.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
Stefano.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Madden.
Yes. We have a resolution number 2022-6, whereas publication of the agency meeting schedule is required by New York State law, be it resolved that the attached meeting schedule, which is the next sheet back, the City of Middletown Industrial Development Agency is approved by the board and authorized to be published in the Times Herald Record in the City of Middletown website. I need a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All right, roll.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
Stefano.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Madden.
Yes. Resolution number 2022-7, whereas the agency is required to perform a financial analysis of the Danzer Lesser project, and whereas RBT CBA's LLP has the expertise to conduct that financial analysis. Be it resolved that the board will engage RBT CBA's LLP to conduct that financial analysis according to the attached engagement letter up to the amount of $3,500. Be it further resolved that the board authorizes the administrative director to sign the engagement letter on behalf of the agency. I need a motion.
So moved.
So moved. Second.
Very good. Any discussion? Roll.
Brito.
Yes.
Cantoli.
Yes.
Stefano.
Yes.
Hawkins.
Yes.
Madden.
Yes. And the board has received some papers that they need to sign and turn into the secretary, I believe. Is that correct? Okay. Unless there is any other discussion.
Just reminder on the board self-evaluation, don't put your name on that. Correct, Patty? That's right. Yeah, so just a reminder.
Any other questions, comments? You need a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.